स्वाती, माझा आवाज येतो का?
हा सर येतो.
ओके.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my slides are visible. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Your slides are visible. You are audible.
Thank you. First of all, I'm thankful to Dr. A.P. Pawar, Principal, Pune Pune Pharmacy, Dr. Vida Dhapte, Program Coordinator for this today's workshop. That's STC, entitled Healthcare Startups Evolution to Revolution. A very nice theme selected by the Pune Pune Pharmacy. And I'm also really thankful to Dr. Sandeep Pathare for introducing me for this session. So topic for my today's presentation is innovation in omega-3 health product by linseed value addition. So as we all know, nowadays everywhere we are asking, we are being asked whether we are in academics or in industry, what is the innovation? The innovation at every level, innovation in teaching, learning, innovation, even if scientists are working in research institutions or in industries, they are asking what innovations we are doing. Because innovation is only way to deliver the product. Unless and until our research has innovative steps, we also don't get the patents. And patents holds the key for making taking our research to the society, to the industry, or to the end user. So innovation is a key issue when you want to reach to the society for the better livelihood. So taking this theme, healthcare startups, evolution to evolution, I think evolutionary aspect is very well explained by previous speaker, Dr. Hegde. And now I will take up how this innovation innovation we have taken up to revolution to reach to the society, to reach to the end user. So a very quick introduction I will take up. First is the initially classification of the fatty acids. So fats and oil, we all know this is a very basic thing. Still, in order to connect, some of the slides may be repeated with Hegde's and my presentation. They are just to correlate the topic. So fats and oil, these are the divided in two parts: saturated fat and unsaturated fats. So saturated fat, most of our oil like coconut oil, palm oil, they are rich in saturated fat. They are highly stable, thermally stable, and industrially they are used. And apart from that, butter, lard, animal fats, they are also rich in saturated fat. Second category is the unsaturated fat. Unsaturated fat is divided into three parts. First one is polyunsaturated fat, monounsaturated fatty acids. Further, polyunsaturated fatty acids are again divided in two parts, omega-3, omega-6 fatty acid. These both fatty acids are essential fatty acid. Now this omega-3 fatty acid, alpha-linolenic acid, which is present in flaxseed, soybean, walnut, and many other oil seeds, these are essential fatty acid. And when we are administering this alpha-linolenic acid, our body can convert to its active metabolite eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. Then second essential fatty acid is omega-6 fatty acid, that is linoleic acid, which is present in most of our edible oil, corn oil, safflower oil, and sunflower oil. And then other important fatty acid is omega-9. As we all know, Omega 9 is present in olive oil, and nowadays health conscious people are consuming olive oil for considering the nutritional value. It is also present in avocados, peanut, and almond oil. So this is the basic structure of the fatty acid. This is the omega end and this is the alpha end. Based on the position of the double bond, these fatty acids are named as omega 3, double bond at third position, 6 double bond at sixth position, and omega 9 double bond at 9. So this omega 3 and 6 are essential fatty acid. MUFA is rich in oleic acid, and then these are the saturated fatty acid, palmitic, stearic, and other fatty acid. So man does not have genes to put double bond in third and sixth position. Therefore, they are essential, and we are dependent on plant. So resourcing omega 3 fatty acid from the food is the need of our. So why omega 3? If you look at the per capita consumption, of oil is rising beyond the recommendations of the ICMR and WHO. So we are consuming a lot of oil and sometimes fried oil in various forms. Therefore, the quality of the oil and oil-based product is very crucial. So in earlier presentation, Dr. Hegde has explained there is improper fatty acid composition of the most of the edible oil, indigenous or imported oil. None of the oil has ideal omega fatty acid composition. So most of our oil are rich in omega 6 fatty acid, which in turn responsible for the imbalanced 6:3 ratio, which is the leading cause of the chronic metabolic disorders. Extensive scientific data attributes the rise of non-communicable disease to the high omega 6:3 ratio. In India, this ratio is 38 to 15 urban population, and I think 20:1 in rural population. And recommended ideal ratio is between the 5:1 to 10:1. Further, sometimes we are using hydrogenation oil, which further increases the toxicity of the oil by forming the trans fatty acid, which are not healthy indicator of the any oil. And most of the food products are deficient of omega 3 fatty acid or good fatty acid. So this was very well explained by previous speaker. So if you see the scientifically proven health benefits of the omega 3 fatty acid, it covers almost every aspect of the non-communicable disease, right from the eye to the eye, brain, then obesity, metabolic disorder, fertility, infertility, cancer, mental, geriatric health, bone health, then respiratory disorder, diabetes, etc. So this is just a review of the work done on omega 3 fatty acid. We have compiled the information recently. This book was published in 2016, and in this book, not only the scientific benefits or nutritional benefits of the omega 3 fatty acids, other aspects like fortification and other aspects are also covered in this book. And this was the basis before starting the developing the new products. So before starting up, we reviewed the all aspect of omega 3 fatty acid, and we took up the value addition program at Bharati Vidyapeeth. So this is the global distribution of the omega 3 fatty acid. If you look at this graph, so here you can see that most of the developed countries like United States, Canada, Brazil, and including developing countries like India, they contains very less of omega 3 fatty acid. This is the fatty acid composition of the RBC in human blood. So you can see that most of the area in red zone, including India, and then Russia, China, Australia, Japan are in orange zone, and very limited area is under green or yellow zone, indicating there is a huge requirement of omega 3 fatty acid across the globe. Only you can see the coastal part, which might be eating the fish, and from that they are getting omega 3 fatty acid. They are in green zone. Otherwise, in every area, across the globe, deficiency of omega 3 fatty acid is well documented. So this was the global scenario. Let us look at this, some recent publications from India. So under Indian population. So here there is a correlation between coronary risk factor and omega-6 into 3 ratio. So this is the men and women. So here you can see that if omega-6 to 3 ratio less than 5:1, 10:1, up to 10 and more than 10. So this is the classification. And there is a close correlation between coronary artery disease, blood pressure, diabetes, and metabolic syndrome in men and women both. So this is the Indian data, and there are other biomarkers correlation of omega-6 to 3 ratio with respect to writing risk factors. So here you can see the p values. Almost all the lipid marker and cardiovascular marker are showing close correlation with respect to the omega-6 and omega-6 to 3 ratio. This is the daily based population, and I think this is from Uttar Pradesh. So indicating global and Indian both population, there is deficiency of omega-3 fatty acid, which in turn is responsible for the skewed omega-6 to ratio, and there is a close correlation between omega-6 to 3 ratio with respect to the metabolic disorders. So what is the reason behind this? Because we are consuming high caloric diet, which in turn responsible for the oxidative stress, which generates the reactive oxygen species, leading to the cellular injury and responsible for the disease condition. And we are consuming less of omega-3 fatty acid. So our diet is deficient in omega-3 fatty acid. So the situation today is we are undernourished with regard to omega-3 fatty acid. We are overnourished with respect to omega-6 fatty acid, and malnourished as we are also consuming the trans fatty acid. So let us see what is the global omega-3 market. Go for any product development or formulation development, we need to have its global impact, whether this product, who is the takers, who is the buyers, who is the end user of these products. So this is the global omega-3 market segment analysis. The omega-3 market was valued $16.37 billion in 2019. It is projected to reach $42 billion by 2027. So various kinds of fatty acid, that is docosahexaenoic area where this fatty acid is used or it is cultivated is North America, Europe, and Asia, including India. So let us see the global omega-3 market share by product type. So most of the omega-3 market is taken up by the infant food and functional food. Nowadays, demand of the functional food is increased due to health conscious consumer, and limited pet food, pharmaceutical and clinical nutrition. Omega-3 fatty acid is exploited. So here you can see the market size by the type of the product. So maximum markets is captured by dietary supplement, followed by infant formula, functional food, pharmaceutical, and nutraceuticals. Now, this is the fatty acid content in common fats and oil. So almost all types of fatty acid sources are covered in this slide, and you can see most of them are rich in saturated fatty acid or omega-6 fatty acid. Very limited sources of omega-3 fatty acid, that is alpha linoleic acid, you can see. And this is where now I will shift to the alpha linoleic acid, ALA. So these are the common sources in cereals, millet, pulses, vegetables, fruits, pulses. There are some oil seeds also, which contains omega-3 fatty acid, but most of them they are not part of our food, and that is why there is deficiency of omega-3 fatty acid. So among all these, flaxseed oil is the richest vegetarian source of the omega-3 fatty acid, that is alpha linoleic acid. We call it ALA. So although the science behind this omega-3 fatty acid is very well established, but how to utilize it, how we can consume it, so it's not very straightforward. So what are the problems associated with omega-3 fatty acid? With omega-3 fatty acid, essential fatty acid, our human body cannot produce, so we need to supply from outside. But at the same time, they are very unstable. They are easily oxidizable and prone for rancidity. When we are adding omega-3 fatty acid or oil rich in omega-3 fatty acid is responsible for the lower shelf life, and it also responsible for the lower sensory attributes because of its some of the medicinal properties. So maintaining the nutritional value of omega-3 in this product is a bit challenging, and most challenging task is the high thermo-oxidative susceptibility of the omega-3 based products. So this is the richest vegetarian source of omega-3 fatty acid, that is linseed, also called as flaxseed. Linum uscitatissimum is its scientific name. In Marathi, it is called as zavas. In Hindi, it is known as alsi. So these are the most commonly two kinds of seeds, which is brown seed and yellow seeds. And most of the globally brown seed is used, and in Canada, yellow seed is also being promoted. So this brown seed is being promoted in India also. In India, under AICTE network program, there are almost 87 linseed, different kind of linseed varieties are released by the government of India by ICR and BPGR. Among these 85 varieties, 45 different varieties are being used across the India by state and central agriculture universities. There are different recommended varieties for each state, considering the geographical condition, environmental situation, and soil condition. Based on that, there are different seed varieties are being promoted. Each seed has its own characteristics with regard to omega-3 oil content, fiber content, then oil content. So there are various recommendations, and in Maharashtra, mostly PKV NL260 variety. This variety is developed by Panjab Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapit Akola, and it is one of the richest source of it is giving 55 to 57% of ALA. So let us see the nutritional attributes of the linseed. So among the food oils, here you can see that as compared to other food oils, hemp seed, walnut, and rapeseed or canola, mustard oil, linseed is the richest source, which is giving high ALA and low of LA, that is omega-6 fatty acid. Now coming to the nutritional attributes of the linseed. So 40% average oil content linseed and 60% is the oil cake. Among this 40% oil, up to 30% is the kufa, 8% is mufa, and 4% is the saturated fat. The remaining 60%, it is rich source of total dietary fiber and protein. So both we need both oil and oil cake can be utilized effectively for the product development with, for the value addition of omega-3 fatty acid, dietary fiber, and protein. It also contains minor amounts of mineral, vitamins, and lignan also. Now, very first question I would like to clear. Important question, whether linseed is edible or not edible. It is not so straightforward. Linseed also contains some anti-nutrient, that is cyanogenic glyphosate, phytic acid, anti-vitamin B6. Again, the oil, the 40% oil which is present in the linseed, which is rich in tufa. So it is not directly suitable as a cooking oil. So although scientific scenario is very good, but its utilization is not straightforward. So like other oilseed, we cannot consume this linseed or linseed oil as a cooking medium. So post-harvest technology is required to address this issue. And that's where the value addition is required. How we can reduce this anti-nutritional factor? So there are various ways and means how this we can tackle. So autoclaving, microwave, then sprouting, roasting, then water treatment, boiling treatment. This can reduce the anti-nutritional factor, and we are utilizing as per the requirement of the product. So there is need to enrich product with omega-3 fatty acid because we cannot consume oil as such or seed as such. So omega-3 fatty, essential fatty acid, and almost daily requirement of omega-3 fatty acid as per there are different factors. There's age, sex, and then your physiological condition, medical condition. 0.5 gram to 1.5 gram need to be consumed every day for good health. And our diet is deficient in omega-3 fatty acid, so we have to resource from the resource in the food from outside only. And a ratio of omega-6 to 3 is very important, and we have done enough discussion on this. So this is the rationale why we are working on enriching the products with omega-3 fatty acid. So this flax boilage concept, Dr. Hegde has explained, and now I will go into the different virtues of the product developed under this flax boilage concept at AICRP United Value Addition Center, Bharati Vidyapit, Pune. So first, in first part, I will cover flaxseed oil, flaxseed and soft gel capsules. So this very first product is the flaxseed, that is roasted and salted flaxseed. If you plan to consume this flaxseed as such, raw flaxseed oil, it is not easily be palatable because it contains mucilage. It is a gummy like thing, and that make flaxseed not palatable. You cannot consume more amount. So roasting and salting and small pinch of salt is added here, and roasting also reduces the cyanidin glycoside. So for this we have selected PKBNL260 variety, which contains 52 to 57% of omega-3 fatty acid. It's also good source of calcium, magnesium, potassium, and low in sodium. And its health effects are very known. It can be used as such, or then if you are consuming raw flaxseed, then sprouting. Sprouting increases the digestibility and reduces the anti-nutritional factor. This sprouted linseed can be used in salads, gravies, and curries. We can use this in a breakfast cereals mix. It can be used in cakes, and we need 2 healthy spoonful flaxseed, which can provide up to 3 to 5 and salted in many places now. This roasted and salted flaxseed is used so that daily consumption of omega-3 fatty acid can also be met using this product. Then coming to the cold press extraction technology, if you have observed, most of our edible oil is extracted using the solvent extraction technology. So the same solvent extraction technology is not very feasible for extracting the for extracting the omega-3 fatty acid from the linseed, because omega-3 fatty acid is highly unsaturated, as the name indicate. It is the polyunsaturated fatty acid. So solvent extraction is not recommended for edible purpose. So this cold press technology that we have developed here, wherein we are procuring the linseed, the specific variety, PKBNL260 variety, and this is the raw material storage facility. Then because this is coming directly from the farm, and destoning and seed cleaning is carried out, then we are processing by using cold press technology, and then filtration, and there we are adding antioxidant for longer shelf life, and filling packaging is done under nitrogen to avoid the auto oxidation of the omega-3 fatty acid. And these are stored in the cold room and the cold storage. This oil can be sold as a bulk, or it is packed for personal use, for consumer use, individual consumer use, and it is also encapsulated in the soft gel for better and longer shelf life. Then the leftover cake, that cake is contains almost 10 to 15% of omega-3 fatty acid, that is pulverized, pelletized, and it is converted into the feed, special feed, which can be fed to the chicks for omega-3 eggs and chicken. So this is the overall flow chart of the cold press extraction technology at our industry unit. So how this cold press technology, which was oil extracted by using cold press technology, is different than the linseed oil which is available in the open market. As I have indicated earlier, only genetically pure linseed variety is used to maintain the uniformity in the omega-3 content. Then farmers are provided, we are purchasing directly from the farmers, and this activity is important to support the farmers, and also the authenticity of the raw material is under very control. And this ensures the same quality of the omega-3 fatty acid batch after batch. This particular variety, which is recommended from the Maharashtra state, that is PKVN 2608, is highly resistant to the pest and no pesticides are used. So the end product is free from pesticides. What is the disadvantage when we are procuring the linseed from open market? The seeds, it can have different seeds from different varieties, from different seasons, and there is a huge variation in omega-3 fatty acid in different varieties. So the uniformity and quality of the end product cannot be assured if you are using the seed from different varieties and if you are procuring the seed from the market. Then the linseed oil is highly unstable, and therefore the oil extracted is protected from light, air, atmosphere, heat, metal. Because we are carrying out cold press technology, and the plant is stainless steel plant, to the best extent possible, the oxidation is avoided during the extraction procedure. And then this is stored, nitrogen filling is done to avoid auto-oxidation, and further rancidity is avoided by storing at the cold temperature. We are just extracting first and second exude, and 100% oil extraction like solvent extraction is not done. So the non-oil component, like bitter component, which has medicinal value, will not come into the oil, and oil will be free from this other medicinal ingredient. So the taste of this oil is very nutty, and it can be acceptable. So this oil is virgin, cold press, and the technology developed under ICR NIP project, and we have got the FSSI approval. And this approval was taken up by Real World Nutrition Laboratory Foundation under the expert supervision. Oil is filtered, and oil is batch-wise analysis is being carried out to maintain the to monitor the oil content and the omega-3 content. We are also providing certificate of analysis for each batch. So this is the product which is already commercialized, and it has all virtues of the omega-3 fatty acid. So consumption of oil in different form, except cooking, can be done like salad oil, or it can be used in chapatis and mayonnaise for different products. This oil can be consumed, or as such, 1 teaspoon of oil can provide you the sufficient omega-3 fatty acid as per the daily allowance. Then this oil is also encapsulated into the soft gel capsule. This 1 gram of capsule contains 550 mg of ALA. So in order to have 1 gram per day, you need to consume 2 capsules per day. And as per the medical advice, the dose can be improved depending on the medical condition as per the physician's advice. So it has longer shelf life, almost 2 years. So as we know, the commonly used cooking oil is either excess in saturated fat, or it is rich in omega-6 fatty acid. So now trend is towards the olive oil, which is low in saturated fat, low in omega-6 fat, and it is neutral with regard to the non-inflammatory and non-cholesterogenic. And it is a rich source of omega-9 fat, that is oleic acid. So this is considered to be a ideal for cooking, but it is very costly, and most important is the virgin olive oil is preferred, which is very costly, and most of the oil coming in India is not, the quality is not that much maintained. So alternate oil is linseed oil or flaxseed oil. So it is less, it contains less of saturated fat, low in omega-6 fatty acid, and rich in omega-3 fatty acid, which is anti-inflammatory. But it is rich in highly unstable and not suitable for cooking. So how we should consume this oil? So we recommend for the balance of omega-3 fatty acid. So irrespective of the any oil which you are using, you can use 100 ml of linseed oil uh, along with your regular oil, any domestic oil. So even NIN, ICMR NIN is also considering the blending of oil to avoid this omega-6 to 3 ratio, or alternate use of oil they are also recommending. So based on scientific literature available, we here recommend to use 100 ml of oil behind along with the 1 kg of oil. Or the safest way is to use capsule, daily consumption of capsule. So irrespective of any oil which you are using, if you increase the consumption of omega-3 fatty acid, then your omega-6 to 3 ratio can be monitored or can be balanced. So now coming to the omega-3 fortified ghee. So what is the need of omega-3 in ghee? Ghee is widely consumed in many sweets. So in India, most of the sweets are prepared in the ghee because it is ideal for deep frying because of its high smoke point. Then ghee is widely used for Ayurvedic preparations also. However, ghee contains high saturated fat and cholesterol. When this ghee is consumed in lot amount, at that time it is not liked by the health conscious consumer, and it is considered to be one of the risk factor for coronary heart disease. So in spite of the fact that ghee is delicious and good for deep frying, it is not liked by the health conscious consumer because of its ill effect with regard to the cardiovascular disease. So we have done some formulation using linseed oil, and we have filed the patent application which is in process. So whatever studies we have done in our department, so it has been observed that fortification of ghee with omega-3 fatty acid does not cause any significant change in the organoleptic properties such as taste, odor, flavor, and appearance. Then omega-3 in fortified ghee has good viability. It has been seen that omega-3 fatty acid is stable along with the saturated fat, and it nullifies the adverse effect of the regular ghee or plain ghee with special reference to cardiac health. The fortified ghee is 100% vegetarian, so the vegetarianism nature of the regular ghee is not changed. Fortified ghee improves the lipid marker and blood pressure, both based on our rodent studies. Then omega-3 massage oil. This is the one of the medicinal oil which we have developed in collaboration with Bharati Vidyapeeth's College of Ayurveda and Hospital. This is the sesame based, the base oil which we used for this formulation was sesame oil, til oil, and we blended this til oil with linseed oil. And objective was to formulate omega-3 massage oil for arthritis using linseed oil. And we have done the clinical validation of this product based on the various scientific parameter with special reference to the arthritis, that is Amvata. So these are the treatment details. We collaborated with the Panchakarma department, wherein whole body massage, that is Sarvang Abdan, with omega-3 fortified massage oil was used. There was comparative assessment of the plain oil and fortified oil. Sarvang Abdan with either oil was given for 14 days for 30 minutes. After Abdan, the patient is advised to take rest at least for 15 minutes. And as an adjunct therapy, we also give the soft gel capsule as a part of internal medicine to the fortified good for better outcome. So this is the omega-3 fortified massage oil. This product was developed, and it was observed that enrichment of linseed oil showed significant improvement in the functional assessment. It's also responsible for significant reduction in the RA factor and CRP, the C-reactive protein. And there are also functional parameters such as joint pain, swelling, morning stiffness, tenderness, which indicates the higher efficacy of the linseed oil, mainly due to the omega-3 fatty acid in arthritis patient. Based on the clinical parameter, it was observed that there was no adverse effect because safety parameter we also considered in this study. And for the period of 3 months, omega-3 soft gel capsule was consumed, there was no adverse effect was observed. So this omega-3 massage oil as a topical application can be used for the management of the rheumatoid arthritis, joint pain, and can serve as an adjunct therapy in the arthritis patient for controlling the joint pain and inflammation. As because we know arthritis is a very chronic disease, and as such there is no treatment is available, and so this massage oil can reduce the existing can serve as an adjunct therapy along with the allopathic treatment. So coming to the linseed, lignan, and mucilage, this is present in the cake portion. So we have seen the how we can utilize the oil for various formulation. Now we'll come to the cake, the leftover cake, which is almost 60%. So this is lignan. The cake contains fiber, protein, carbohydrate, and amino acid, and it contains it is a richest source of plant-derived lignan. The bioactive compound present in linseed is secoisolaric ethanol diglucoside. Lignan, when we are administering in it is administered, it is converted into the introlactone and introdiol. So lignan SDG, that is secoisolaric diglucoside, and introlactone, they have various pharmacological activities such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, post-menopausal effect. Then it is effective in cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer, HRT, and osteoporosis. So we have done extensive studies for isolation, and we evaluated the pharmacological activities of this lignan, and finally we isolated this molecule. This is the structure of this lignan SDG, and isolated molecule was again tested. Means initially we extracted the oil, extracted this SDG lignan, and we carried out the simultaneous pharmacological activity with special reference to anti-hyperlipidemia, atherosclerosis, and cardioprotective effect. So after confirming the activities in on extract in animal model, the isolated molecule was again tested to confirm whether the effect is due to SDG or not, and it was observed that it was effective in controlling the lipid profile. So this is the gist of the work that we carried out under ICR NIP project, the cardioprotective and anti-hyperlipidemic potential of the flax lignan, and several almost 6 to 7 publications we have, and this was part of my PhD work also, wherein we proved the anti-hyperlipidemic and cardioprotective activity of this lignan. So now next question, what is the use? We have proven its effect, how we can utilize this product for better human health. So this is the linseed, and we carry the boiling, means cold hot water extraction method of utilized, because this reduces the surrounding glyphosate. Mucilage was separated, and then we carried out some studies, and by using HPLC we fractionated the whole linseed, and the richer portion of lignan was formulated, and this linseed powder, which is a rich source of fiber and lignan, this hull powder was developed. This is the more concentrated form of the fiber and lignan. Delating is done using mechanical pressing, so solvents are not used. This is this can be used for consumption, human consumption, because it is free from solvent, free from pesticide, and it does not contain any preservative additives. This is a purely vegetarian product which provides the natural phytoestrogen, that is SDG lignan. Protein is also present, and dietary fiber is present in ample amount. And this can be used for the preparation of the food formulation, or it can be used as such in various day-to-day food products such as cake, bread, flour, juice, curds. In any form, this can be consumed. And we have already proven its cardioprotective potential, and one of my colleagues has shown its metabolite effect on breast cancer and anti-metastatic activity of this lignan. So when we extracted the lignan, we also developed a method to separate the mucilage. because this mucilage, it's a gummy thing, and this was extracted in hot water extraction. No chemical treatment was given. This product has industrial application because of its emulsification properties. The liquid mucilage can be used for the formulation or liquid dosage form, and this can again utilized for as a good source of soluble fiber also in food formulation. And the product does not contain any artificial flavors or color. It is free from organic solvents. Potentially at industrial level, this can we are trying to exploit as a emulsifier and enriching the fiber content of the food formulations. So this is another product from this cake. Then coming to the poultry, because in cold press extraction, very briefly I explained the leftover cake can be utilized to develop the feed mixture, which in turn, so that concept I will explain here. So we have developed this omega-3 eggs. This is completely commercially successful product. So the leftover cake after cold press extraction is formulated, and we have developed the omega-3 feed mixture. We call it as enriched feed mixture. Enriched feed mixture, and when chicks lay the eggs, it contains 250 mg of omega-3 fatty acid, ALA plus DHA per egg, and it retains all the goodness of the regular egg. It contains high amount of good protein, vitamins, and it is healthier because it has lower amount of cholesterol, triglyceride, and omega-6 fatty acid. And omega-3, that is ALA plus DHA, is more than 220 to 250 mg per egg. So we have the fatty acid composition of the egg yolk is completely reformed. Transformation is done because the regular egg contains more of saturated fat and cholesterol, which is replaced by this omega-3 fatty acid. And we have done a small clinical study wherein we have shown these eggs can control cholesterol and triglyceride, and omega-6 to 3 ratio also significantly reduced. So this is the enriched feed mixture, which is then supplied to the poultry industries or poultry farmer. The eggs which we are getting are rich in omega-3 fatty acid. Each egg contains more than 200 mg per egg. So how this compares with regular eggs? So this is regular egg wherein regular feed is given, and at the end of 42 day we get this egg, and here from 22nd day onwards we are manipulating the feed composition to get this omega-3 egg. So as I have said earlier, this is a commercially product and found to be economical. The eggs were found to be best. There is absolutely no change. You cannot. It is more or less comparable with regard to the palatability, and it additionally gives better health to the bird also. That is, and it is better for human health because we are the saturated fat content is reduced, omega-6 is reduced, and omega-3 fatty acid is enriched in this egg. So this is the proof of this technology wherein the unhealthy constituent reduced and without affecting the feed consumption ratio, egg weight, egg volume, and egg laying capacity. So this is the beauty of these omega-3 eggs. And this is the just a single slide on how this omega-3 egg is heart friendly. So we have done a small clinical study in mild hyperlipidemic subject in Bharti Hospital, wherein consumption of 2 eggs per day for 4 days for the period of 2 weeks in human subject, healthy volunteer, was carried out, and it was observed that mild hyperlipidemic subject, wherein the triglyceride level more than 150 and cholesterol level more than 200, there was significant reduction in the cholesterol and triglyceride level observed, and the healthy subject there was non-significant reduction in the TG and cholesterol level, indicating the consumption of these eggs in mild hyperlipidemic patients, subjects were responsible for reducing the or controlling the lipid profile. So this is the technology can be effectively worked out in backyard poultry. So we are resourcing omega-3 from linseed, to prepare the omega-3 enriched feed mixture, which is given to the layer bird, and we get the omega-3 egg. So what is the advantage of this technology? Bird get better health, linseed farmer get better returns, poultry farmer get better livelihood options, consumer get value-added functional food, and entrepreneur has better opportunity, better profitability to expand and to go to the premium class for the health-conscious consumer for promoting healthy eggs. But eggs, as we know, it is a day-to-day item, so cost is the very important. Uh, so now we will talk about the complete nutrition. So good fat and good protein is the essential parameter for the complete nutrition. So if you purchase the soft gel capsule, whether it is a fish oil or flax oil or any other capsule, so the cost of such capsule goes around 10 rupees to 15 rupees. And regular eggs, packed egg, regular packed egg, FSSI approved eggs, you get around 5 to 6 rupees. So total cost of this capsule and egg goes around 16 rupees. Whereas this omega-3 fortified, which contains omega-3 fatty acid and the protein is naturally present in the egg. So cost is around 8 to 10 rupees only. So economic, so I would not say, although it is slightly higher than the regular egg, but health point of view, it is cheaper than the with respect to the good fat and good protein. In the similar manner, we developed a prototype for omega-3 chicken also. This concept was developed under ICR NIP project. This is not fully commercialized yet. So here also, after 4th week, we manipulate the diet. More than 3,500 birds were we carried out the experiment on birds, and commercially feasible healthier bird based on immunological cardiovascular parameter and brain injury experiments were carried out to see the effect of this omega-3, how we can incorporate the omega-3 fatty acid in the chicken, edible portion of the chicken. So this developed chicken was tested for sensory evaluation study in Bharati Vidyapit Scattering College for the various sensory evaluation parameters, and it was observed that this chicken is better in texture, tenderness, and juicy. So healthier chicken with lower saturated fat, it contains more than 300 mg of omega-3 fatty acid per 100 gram of edible portion, and it is found to be acceptable. The consumer acceptability was proven by the 10 panelists from BW's Catering College. So this is the, in a similar, we are trying to explore this. This is not fully commercialized yet. So we are trying to upscale the technology for omega-3 chicken also. Now coming in with the dairy and functional food. So food fortification approach we need to take up here, because unlike in poultry, omega-3 fatty acid in ruminant is not stable, so we need to fortify. We use the food fortification approach. So omega-3 milk, sweet confectionery, and energy bar. So why we need omega-3 fatty acid in the milk? Because mother's milk, which is it contains omega-3 fatty acid. Actually, cow's milk is meant for the calf, and however we are using this cow milk, which does not contain omega-3 fatty acid. So in order to humanize this cow's milk, unlike mother's milk, we need to fortify this milk with the omega-3 fatty acid. And omega-3 fatty acid plays important role in brain health. So at the early stage for the children's, it is a really good food if we can fortify the milk with omega-3 fatty acid. So this is the prototype that we have developed at our industrial unit. Enriching the milk with omega-3 fatty acid using omega-3 fortifier. This fortifier is nothing but the omega-3 emulsion. So I will not, because all of you are from the pharma section, so I will not go in the details of the emulsion. So this is oil in water emulsion of different oil percentage using linseed oil was developed. So this is the prototype, how we can fortify the milk. So when raw milk is separated into cream and skim milk, so here we are defatting, and we are enriching with omega-3 fatty acid the skim milk. This is homogenized, and milk standardization can be done is done using QC testing, and then we can pasteurize and go for packaging of this milk. So this is the laboratory level setup, and we in our industrial unit we have 1 ton capacity homogenizer for upscaling, and this is also fully commercialized. And these are the emulsion water soluble form of omega-3 fatty acid, which can be added into milk, water, or this emulsion. We are working to fortify various dairy and bakery products for fortification of these product using this omega-3 fatty acid emulsion. So this can be added into a series of products such as chocolates and other sweets and confectionaries. We are working how effectively we can incorporate omega-3 fatty acid into this food product without altering its sensory attributes and nutritional parameter and shelf life. So this is omega-3 chocolate. We have already incorporated omega-3 fatty acid in this chocolate, and during Ganpati festival we also prepared this omega-3 modak. So the beauty of this chocolate is each 10 gram of bite contain 200 mg of omega-3 fatty acid. So chocolate is also enriched with omega-3 fatty acid, and in a similar manner we worked on omega-3 energy bar. So various scientific parameter of food science parameters such as nutritional, microbial, color analysis, then shelf life studies, fatty acid stability, then texture analysis was carried out, and we used linseed oil and emulsion, both the things, and we observed that omega-3 emulsion was better in medium to incorporate omega-3 fatty acid in established form in energy or chocolate. So already Dr. Hegde sir has explained the real world nutrition laboratory. This is the bridge between academia and industry. So this is the foundation company, and the main role of this company is to develop a technology. The product which are developed by BVDU are being upscaled by this company so that we can reach to the industries. Because as an academic institute, we have several limitations for upscaling purpose. So this company is a bridge between the industry and the academic institute to take up the research done at ISHA or Value Addition Center for reaching to the society, reaching to the end user consumers. So this is the consolidated success story of the linseed value addition. So we have done the some product are test marketed and some product are commercialized. So this was one of the mandate of our ICR NAP project to continue the project beyond the completion, to see the products developed under this project should reach to the society and benefit should be transferred to the farmers. So this company was formed, which is working towards reaching to the, which is connecting farmers and industries both. So several products such as capsules, omega-3 oil, roasted salted, these products are commercialized and many products are in offering. So what is the impact of this linseed value addition? Linseed is now emerged as an important bioeconomic crop for ensuring better health to the health conscious consumer. Many omega-3 derived food products are developed and commercialized, which has great potential to generate entrepreneurship in a rural setting. And this can boost dairy, poultry, bakery industries, better returns, and it is giving better return to the farmers. So our mission is the establishing the value chain in linseed with special reference to omega-3 fatty acid to attain the omega-3 nutrition security in the country. And linseed we are using as a means for any other product or nutraceutical, we have to approach to the FSSAI, Food Standard Safety Association of India, for licensing our product. Recently, FSSAI in order to have better monitoring and safety, they have introduced FOSCOS, that Food Standard Safety Compliance System, through which they are monitoring the product which are commercialized, and all our products are passed by this FOSCOS system, that is Food Safety Compliance System. And there, then Food Fortification Resource Center, because Government of India is coming up with various fortification, like wheat flour is fortified with iron, vitamin, iron, folic acid, vitamin B12. So this is also Government of India's initiative to take various fortification to the which are essential and which is required. So various fortification guidelines are already available here. To if anybody is interested in putting the startups, one has to go through this pipeline. And all the products which anybody is interested, so wants to follow this guideline. So the products majorly comes under health supplement, nutraceutical, food for special dietary purpose, food for special medical purpose, functional food, and novel food. So under one umbrella, FSSI, they are giving approvals to the various product under different. And so you details can be taken from FSSI. And these are some links where you can find the authentic references for the health benefit of the omega-3 fatty acid. Various links are given here. So now I will come to the end for my presentation with a famous quote of father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Whenever he has quoted, whenever flaxseed or linseed becomes a regular food item among the people, there will be better health. So we are just taking this mission for better health of the for the nutritional security in the country. So thank you very much. Completed my talk.
Thank you, Dr. Anand, for your very enlightful knowledge and information related to omega-3 fatty acid. Now, this is the time for question and answer session. I request the delegate and participants kindly put your question in chat box or unmute yourself and ask the question to speaker. Delegates, any questions? Yes. Abhijit sir. Abhijit Kulkarni. Hello. Any question? Please unmute yourself and ask the question.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes. You are audible. Please ask question. Yes, sir. Abhijit, sir.
My voice is reaching to you, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the application of this omega-3 fatty acid in a brain research or say brain degenerative diseases?
Yes, Anand, sir.
It is actually.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. You're audible.
Actually, when we started, initially the basis of this omega-3 fatty acid was started right from the psychiatric disorder only. So when when initially Dr. Hegde started working in Irsha, so initially schizophrenia, and
I was first came across the brain research, that is psychiatric disease, schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, wherein omega-3 role was studied in detail, 2 PhD students, and then thereafter I came to Bharati Vidyapit to actually get see the role of omega-3 in almost all non-communicable diseases. Brain is the primary organ where omega-3 is extremely important. And therefore, lots and lots of research is there available how omega-3 is related to brain disorders.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anyone, other participants? Put your question in chat box or unmute yourself. I think there is no question because since afternoon we have very detailed information related with omega-3 fatty acid, their importance, and even Dr. Hegde sir has explained very nicely to us, because food is more powerful than medicine. He has quoted his one sentence, and food content in this pandemic situation, everybody are cautious about their health, so they want rich protein diet along with rich omega-3 fatty acid diet.
That's what you can get from egg.
Yes,
Omega-3 egg can give you omega-3 as very, very high value protein.
Yes, sir. And we Pune College of Pharmacy, all the faculty, just Vivida, Dr. Vivida
That
has
is the
also
best food that you can have on this planet.
Yes, sir. And many more, some participants are asked me question where we can get these products.
That is where the money flow has to come to make it available everywhere.
They want to buy these products.
See, if you come to me and I'll explain to you what is coming in the way of putting into it. Now more is they have in all the stores. Now we are trying to see Reliance. We are going into franchise model to see whether we can get more the poultry farmers to make omega-3 eggs and put in various cities. All these are going on, but this is not a task that one man can do in his lifetime. This is a big problem, and we have to attack by all coming together. So I invite every participant to put his mind on this topic. This is very, very extremely important for the survival of the mankind on this planet. You be part of us. Everybody has started this crusade. You join us and see, take the torch in your hand and go ahead. I don't know how far I can go, but there is a lot more the path to surpass to get into this omega-3 nutrition security and better health. Because this is the most important, not the cholesterol. It is the high omega-6, low omega-3, which is the real problem, which we need to address very urgently. Government doesn't understand. We have to understand. We have to help ourselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that is the importance. And Dr. Hegde sir is a pioneer from Bharatiya Vidyapeeth University on working with omega-3 fatty acid and real world nutrition laboratory. His brainchild is real world nutrition laboratory, and having the various
I do not say that omega-3 fatty acid is only important at this point of time. Yes. In the life of man on this planet, omega-3 is very, very crucial.
Right. Along with Dr. Hegde sir, Dr. Anand sir has explained from classification of fatty acid and different process with cold press technology.
Voice is breaking.
Yes. Cold press technology for extraction of linseed oil. Various products of that linseed oil, like linseed oil, fortified massage oil, as well as lignan, some mucilage, soft gel capsules, and many more products which is available in the chicken, as well as one of the very successful product is Alloy eggs, which is available in all the stores like Reliance and DMart, as sir has said. Those who want to purchase, they can buy this product from the different store. So really, it is wonderful session.
Thank you very much for supporting.
Very excellent session, because this startup to end product and the idea came in your mind and it is really implemented and it works properly. So on behalf of Pune College of Pharmacy and Principal Dr. Atmaram Pawar, Vice Principal Dr. Varsha Pokarkar Madam, and the STC coordinator.
Thank you very much. Very nice opportunity to talk to Pune College of Pharmacy and the participants who have participated in this program. I like to thank you, Sandeep, for the opportunity to given to us. Thank you very much. I think we will be interacting more, and
Yes,
we
sir.
need to interact because we need. There is this topic is extremely important for the health of the people. So let us do something and show that with the bit can really help the people with a better health.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. And thank you, Dr. Anand, sir. Just I remember one sentence on first slide of the Dr. Hegde, sir. He has written, "Man is the most recent addition on the planet." So man is very, very important. So this today's session, yes, sir. And
That is the take-home message for you.
yes, sir.
You have to take care of your body because it is the only place you live in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, on behalf of Pune College of Pharmacy and Organizing Committee, I would like to appreciate the talk given by Dr. Anand Zanwar, sir, and I would like to request, sir, kindly accept our token of appreciation in the form of certificate of recognition. Dr. Anand, sir, certificate is for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anand sir. Thank you, Hegde sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you all the participants for attending the sessions, and all the 4 sessions of day 4. So with this, we will end up the session for the day, and tomorrow we will be meeting for day 5 session.
Actually, sir, this is one of the question in my mind, and one of the participant has asked me question. Sir, some people are non-vegetarian. Can they take directly from fish oil as compared to the linseed?
Actually, I have put few slides on this topic, but I couldn't get time to explain. ALA is the fatty acid which comes from the vegetarian source. EPA DHA can come from the non-vegetarian source, and the ALA is the primary essential fatty acid, and EPA DHA is conditionally essential fat, but because EPA DHA can be made from the ALA in human body. So EPA DHA are not essential fatty acid. ALA is the essential fatty acid, and ALA can form EPA DHA as and when in sufficient amount. DHA is essential, but DHA has a very long life. I didn't have time to, I skipped those slides actually. And because they were short of time, and that's the DHA in the brain has a short life of half-life of 2.7 years. So if it is formed, and the amount required for DHA in the brain for every day is just 4 milligram. And what you need is to eat about a gram of ALA every day to get 4 milligrams of EPA DHA is no big deal. So there is no, that hue and cry that is made by the fish eaters or the non-vegetarian people that the people ALA it is not the right omega-3 fatty acid, or the fatty acid that is coming from this is not the right fatty acid. It is wrong, because if the all vegetarians who never have eaten any fish, no non-veg food, would have potatoes in their brain, not the brain at all. So you know that we are all sufficiently intelligent. We understand our cognition power is sufficient, equivalent to non-vegetarians. That means our ALA is working. So I don't need to give any further explanation on this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Perfect. Thank you very much, sir.
But the ALA is converted to EPA DHA and deposited in the egg, and that's so. If you eat egg as a vegetarian, you will get protein and also DHA. About 100 milligrams of DHA is present in our olive egg.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
There can be more questions. There can be a lot of questions.
Yeah.
There has to be questions because I know this is not a simple topic to cover within an hour. But you have to know that this is extremely important for the man today.
Yes,
This
sir.
omega, is a very crucial nutrient, and many things can be, many diseases can be controlled by having omega. I can say for my own experience, and also from my whatever knowledge I have.
Yes. Dr. Vivida, anything else to announce?
No, sir.
So, can
We'll
we
end up the
end
session for today, sir. Thank you, Secretary, sir. Thank you, Anand, sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you, all the participants. We will end up the meeting for today.
Okay, thank you.